What's going on, guys? Cardboard Kane here today with another product unboxing for you, and today we have the trio of the Paldea Partners tins. We've got Skeledirge, Quaquaval, and we've also got Meowscarada. Now, I'm not too sure what packs come in these, but they all each come with their own Black Star promo, which you can't see. You can see in the corner. They all come with their own little Black Star promo. For those that are collecting the promo cards, you'll obviously need these. And I'm not sure packs, like I said, what comes inside them. I'm hoping there's a bunch of Obsidian Flames, but I'm assuming it's probably like a even spread of maybe Scarlet, Violet, Paldea, and Obsidian. So without further ado, let's get into it and see what's inside. Alright, so let's get right stuck into it. Now, I'm going to be starting with the Meowscarada. I'm going to need to get myself a proper pair of plastic cutting apparatus instead of using these 3-year-old scissors. Alright, so let's see what we've got inside. Let's pop the hood on this one. So as mentioned, we've got the Meowscarada Black Star promo. So you're going to need these if you're intending to collect all the Black Star promos for Scarlet Violet. And for our packs, we have Obsidian, Base Scarlet, a Silver Tempest, and an Astral Radiance. Okay. So we're still holding on to the back stock of Sword and Shield. So you know what? Let's just get started with the Sword and Shield stuff. Just because, you know, we might as well live out the recent nostalgia, I guess. And I'm having problems with them already. There isn't too much I'm after anymore, to be honest. I mean, we won't go past a good hit or two, right? Now, what was it? It was four to the front? So then the first one would be an energy? Yeah, okay, cool, so we got it. Alright, so let's get into it. Spicy Seasoned Curry, Bisharp, Choi, Hippopotas, Cyndaquil, Scyther, Growlithe, Bronzor, Growlithe, and a... Oh yeah, no, we'll take that. I've seen people starting to use this lately, so that's not too terrible. That's not too terrible. I think I had someone asking me for one of these on the weekend. I said, nope, sorry. No dice. Alright. Well, at least we start with a V, right? Cannot complain about that. I believe from Silver Tempest, I'm still missing a V Unknown as well. And that's a white code card, so that already feels bad. It just brings back bad memories. Honestly, like, when it comes to opening Sword and Shield, I can't do it. I can't do it anymore. Like, it just... Scarlet Violet's ruined it for me in the sense that it's just more fun. You kind of feel like you're getting your value out of the stuff that you're opening. And yeah, I think I'm done with Sword and Shield. Even though I wasn't there for the start of it, we only started, like I said before, I've brought this up a few times, we only started collecting in October 2023. But I feel like we did pretty well with it. But at the same time, we probably went so heavy into it that, yeah, just done. Scarlet with Sword and Shield. So I think this was our first pack of Obsidian Flames. Casperkid, Town Store, Craigonal, Togepi, Kangaskhan, Whiscash, Floatzel. For a Holo, Surskit, Dugtrio, and Palafin. Okay, well I need you later on today with the Build and Battle Holos. Let's do our second and last Obsidian Flames packet for this tin. I'm probably noticing I'm not chucking the code cards on screen anymore because I've actually got a few friends that need them. I apologize. Lapras, Masquerain, Gumshoes, Litwick. Hey, we got a Gloom, and we've got a Gloom. That's not too bad. And of course, Gita, one of the most common holos I keep on bumping into. So no Charizard for this one, unfortunately. Now, why is this not sitting in here properly? Because I put it in correctly. There we go. Alright, and now for our one pack of Scarlet Violet. I think obviously the card that we hope for this one would be a Miriam. It would kind of help out later on down the track. Not that Miriam, the other Miriam. Little Magnemite, and that's not too terrible. Okay, so I guess if you're someone buying one of these tins and those are your pulls, that's not too terrible. If you're someone that's very calculating, then yeah, you probably lost a little bit. But that is the risk you take when you're opening stuff. Alright, so let's move on to Quaquaval. I'm going to leave the Fire Boy to the last. So, let's just do this. I swear, handling scissors just gives me anxiety. I can't. And then when I'm forced to open packets with scissors, it gives me more anxiety. Just because I'm not necessarily a clumsy person by saying, you know what? Something's missing. Something's missing. I think we can afford to move one of these. Something was missing. Something was definitely missing. For any regulars to the channel so far, I think you might have been like, where's our boy? where's our boy? There's our boy. And he's knocked over a card as well. Oh well. let him do what he do. Let's put our promos over here. And close up shop on the tin so I can stack them properly. Alright, so there we go. Our promo, Quaquaval. Chuck him over here. Put the scissors over there. And I believe they should be carbon copy of the packs again. Yep, cool. Alright, so like last time, let's start with our Sword and Shield packets. So obviously as it goes, when it comes to like tins and all that kind of stuff and extra product, I would always say buy it if you are after what's inside. And when I say buy it if you're after what's inside, it's mainly the promo. I am honestly a staunch believer that if you are buying stuff to Regidrago, I mean that's not a terrible competitive card for those that use it in this day and age. If you are buying cards or tins or product to get pulls, and you're trying your luck with like a tin or something like that, or a fancy EX box or whatever, then you're probably doing it wrong. I'll make a video soon of my thoughts and everything on how best to spend your money if you are along those lines. If you're trying to hunt for certain cards and pulls and that kind of stuff, it's always going to, for me, I would, living in Australia, man, there's wildlife everywhere. I would honestly always save my money and put it towards a booster box, because at least that way you know you're getting a certain amount of hits. Whereas you could be spending $35, $40 for a tin and really essentially get nothing, and then you'll feel bad about it. I would rather go and save a little bit more, put a little bit more aside, and just bite the bullet, buy the booster box, and you'll know that you're going to get a certain amount of stuff. You're definitely going to get an alt art. You're definitely going to get a full art and a few other things. That's the whole point I'm trying to make. Alright, let's open up Obsidian Flames. This aside. Let's see how we go. Paldea, Glimmet, Rhyme, Rockruff. It's kind of funny though, with Obsidian Flames packs, I'm like aiming low and just trying to get those Charizards. Oh, that's not too bad. Ice Cube. Cool. Alright, so as you can see, this is what I'm talking about though. Like it literally is all specifically luck. If you're lucky enough to get hits out of the tin, that's great, but I wouldn't base the 100% luck time and time again on that one tin that was magical, or the 1 or 10 tins that someone else had opened up and said, oh, these are magical. I wouldn't do that. It's just a bad idea. It's a bad mental habit to get into, because you got to think about how they distribute everything. It's not like they go, okay, we're definitely going to give them one really good hit per tin. That's just not how it works. It's the only product that I feel like you can make that safe bet on is going to always be your booster boxes, because they have the proper distribution. Whereas I feel with the way they do stuff, and there's our Skeledirge pack, with the way they do stuff, Because you could be really lucky and buy a tin that's like the part of a booster box where the hits are. White code card. That's interesting. You could get the part where the parts of the booster boxes are, and then you actually hit into stuff. Because I feel like that's what they do with ETBs and that kind of stuff. Where they just go, alright, we'll just divide one booster box into whatever. And then, like, it's like, what, we had 5 packets in a tin. You got 36 booster packs in a booster box. So you're going to get, what, 6 packets out of that? Or 6 tins. Nice, to Donza. Cool. And Annihilate. You're going to get what? Yeah, you're going to get 6 tins out of that one booster box. And a few of those tins will have, you know, okay hits. But even then, it does, like, the math still doesn't really line up correctly. Mainly because, example, like, you're looking at these tins right here. The spread is a little bit weird. The distribution's a little bit weird. You can't really bank on it. So I wouldn't base my luck on tins. I mean, unless you have that funny feeling. And now we're on to Skeledirge. Unless you're having that funny feeling that one day, and you're like, let's do it. There is something amazing in here. Or they're like on sale and they're like $20 each. Then it's okay. Then it's 100% okay. Because what you're paying 20. It's going to be $4 a packet for a booster packet. You get 1 or 2 hits, or 1 okay hit, or 1 really good hit, and you've made your value back. You've gotten what you've paid for. Skeledirge Blackstar promo. But if you are intending to do these things or open these things as a way to chase your Omega hits in a set and all that kind of stuff, I definitely wouldn't do that. The whole point that I want to make throughout the entirety of this channel is be smart with your money. Spend your money, spend your money properly. Because it's like, even a grown person can feel terrible that they got a bad box or didn't get any hits, okay? Kids aside, it can happen to everyone. And the whole point, in this day and age, in this economy, spend your money well, spend your money wisely. It's kind of like the same ideology of Anorith and Verizon. You spend the certain amount of money at the start, so you don't have to buy it again. So you buy a good TV rather than a bad TV, and then the bad TV breaks early, then you have to buy another TV, or you actually end up buying the proper TV at that point, and you've spent 2.5 TVs worth. That's probably the best way I could put it. So if you are hunting for pulls and all that kind of stuff, that's it. Unless you get that one lucky feeling, and you just buy 1 tin, cool. But I wouldn't go ahead and buy a bajillion tins and then thinking that you're going to get all the hits. Or when you see those TikToks of people raiding Costco and buying 50 triple tin packs and all that kind of stuff. Of course they're going to get hits. They've gone ahead and just opened sheer volume. Of course they're going to get hits. Because that's how filtering works. If there's a whole bunch of stuff there and they filter through it, if they buy everything, they eliminate the filtering between people buying it, right? Because they're going to filter through it themselves. Not they are going to be coming in and buying here and there and hoping that they've been filtered into the part where all the hits are. So they've completely gone ahead and... oh, nice Slowpoke. I love this card. This card's amazing. I think that's my favorite card from Scarlet Violet base. Good old Slowpoke. And now I've replaced the one that I traded. I am happy with that. I'm happy with that. But yeah, they're basically removing the filtering. And depending on the stuff they filtered into, they more than likely made their money or broke even. Just don't take solace. Don't take examples from that kind of stuff though, because it's at the end of the day, it only hurts yourself if it doesn't go wrong, or if it goes wrong, if it doesn't go right. Just be smart with everything. Be smart with the money. Be smart with the product. Go for stuff that you are after, that you need, and ultimately, the cheapest way to attack this hobby is to buy singles. Pure and simple. Before anyone actually says anything, singles. Singles are your one go-to. You're not gonna... There's no debating it. I mean, you maybe buy 1 or 2 booster boxes at the start to see how lucky you get, and to get all the other stuff. Maybe get that, like, hit some other stuff. But after the 2 booster boxes or so, then it's all singles from that point. If you wanted to make the most value to money. And obviously when you're buying singles, you wait like about a week or 2 after the sets come out, because then all the prices will come down because everyone's pulling stuff. So our last 3 cards out of these tins. Absolute last one. And we get another Ice Cube EX. 2 Ice Cube boys. So as you can see, these tins they're very, like, as every other product is. Tins, booster bundles, ETBs, triple blister packs. It's all hit and miss. You'll rarely ever hear about stuff that's amazing from people that obviously... People aren't going to go ahead and like say, hey, look at my pulls, they were bad. That's what you're getting here. You're mostly always going to hear the news and the activity from people that have done well. Or people that move volume. And unfortunately, I'm just going to have to say it as it is. I'm going to have to call it out. Us content creators, us PokeTubers, there's not a lot out there that are... Well, there is quite a fair amount that are honest. But it's sheer volume that makes the content, right? And that's what you have to do. So I wouldn't believe all the stuff you read on Reddit, Twitter, and all that kind of stuff about people getting massive hits. Realistically speaking, singles and then booster boxes. If you're going to buy products like these tins and that kind of stuff, you want to get them so that they are... You're basically buying it for this. You're buying it for the box stopper, you're buying it for the Black Star promo, and even then, if you really wanted to, you could buy those as a single as well, if you want to avoid paying for the rest of the tin. But if you find them at a cheap price, then it's not too bad. The pulls weren't terrible, but when you think about it, that was 15 packets. 15 packets, 6, 7... Yeah, it wasn't terrible. It's within reasons, within expectation. But at the same time, you know, like, these 2 ones could have been Charizards, or, you know, these ones could have been Pidgeys or whatever, you know. It just all depends. It's all luck of the draw. But at the same time, I wouldn't say that you can open up a tin and get nothing. You can open up a tin, get absolutely nothing, but you can open a booster box and know that you're going to get at least probably 10 hits, 10, 11, 12 hits. That's the whole point I'm trying to make. At the end of the day, your money, spend how you wish. I just want everybody to have fun with this hobby and not go into it with just money in mind, but also to have the fun with it. So you guys take it easy. Hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll catch you in the next one.